Alright, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat mga kababayan, Batang Maynila to it's. Pag-usapan natin etong banat ni Donald Trump dito sa nakaraang administrasyon. Eto mga kababayan, Trump rips Duterte diplomacy. US President Donald Trump torches Rodrigo Duterte era foreign policy in joint appearance with President Bongbong Marcos, slamming the former Philippine leader for cozying up to China and isolating allies. Sabi ni President Trump, they didn't get along with anybody. Ibig sabihin walang ibig sabihin walang nakasundo. Walang nakasundo etong si Duterte. Adding, honestly, they didn't know what they were doing. At sabi ni Trump, hindi raw alam nung nakarang administrasyon yung kanilang pinaggagawa. Sakit naman. Hindi alam nung nakarang administrasyon yung kanilang pinaggagawa when it comes to foreign policies. Bakit? Ano ba ginawa ni Duterte? Silipin nga natin. Ano ba ginawa ni Duterte kasi? Ito. Ang ginawa niya, ito pong si former President Rodrigo Duterte, pivoted away Manila. Inilayo niya ang Maynila. Inilayo niya ang Pilipinas from its traditional alliance with Washington. Ayun ang ginawa ni Duterte kasi dati, di ba, dikit tayo sa Amerika. Ngayon, ang ginawa ni Duterte, inalayo niya ang Pilipinas, etong Manila, sa alliance niya with Washington. Ang ginawa niya ay nagkaroon siya ng closer ties with Beijing. Ang nangyari mga kababayan, lumayo siya sa Amerika, inalayo niya bansa natin, pero inilapit niya naman ang bansa natin dito sa China. So, ibig sabihin, itong nakarang administrasyon ay hindi pro-Amerika, pero pro-China. Ang mga DDS. Baka naman kung may sasabihin kayo, sige, i-comment nyo na. Kakataon nyo na mag-comment. Bakit nangyari yan? Dahil nga, itong mga Amerikano ay i-criticize itong mga alleged human rights abuses ng dating administrasyon. Itong sinasabi nilang tukhang-tukhang, itong kanilang war on drugs kuno. Ano pa? Ano pa ginawa ni nakarang administrasyon? Duterte had also threatened to scrap the Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty with the United States. Diba? He threatened to scrap itong Mutual Defense Treaty. Bakit? Bakit niya ginawa iyon ni Duterte? Dahil daw, etong Amerika ay inirevoke daw ang visa ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. Etong kadikit na sobrang dikit na alyado ni Dabawenyo leader Duterte. At ito kasing si Bato de la Rosa ang chief implementer ng infamous war on drugs. Pero yung mga kababayan dahil lang kay Bato de la Rosa, dahil i-revoke yung kanyang visa. Biruin nyo, i-scrap niya yung Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty with the United States. Ipagpapalit mo yung kalagayan ng bansa mo dahil kay De La Rosa. Dahil yung visa niya ina-revoke. Ngayon, aalisin mo o iti-threaten mo to scrap itong Mutual Defense Treaty with America. Ano yun? Dahil kay Bato de la Rosa? Hindi mo iisipin ang buong Pilipinas sa mga Pilipino? Inisip mo lang si Bato de la Rosa? Wala. Ganun ba yun? So, yan po yung ilan sa mga ginawa ni Duterte. At pagkatapos binanata ni Trump itong previous administration, nasabi naman ni US President, ay ito raw si Presidente Bongbong Marcos ay very respectable leader. So, binanatan niya yung previous administration at pinuri etong si Presidente Bongbong Marcos. So, yan po yung yung nangyari. Kaya sabi tuloy ni Trump, hindi alam na itong nakarang administrasyon yung kanilang pinaggagawa. Di ba? Parang, ewan ko, kumampe doon sa isang bansa na ang ginagawa ay binubuli naman tayo. Di ba? Kaya sabi ni magulo yung yung huli niyong administrasyon. Hindi niya alam ang ginagawa niya. Hanggang ngayon naman alam natin na gano'n ang ginagawa pati yung mga anak niya. Hindi nila alam ginagawa nila kung ano-ano na lang ang pinagdadaktak nila. So ito mga kababayan, pakinggan natin si US President Donald Trump.
Thank you very much, everybody. It's a great honor to have President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. of the Philippines, a great family legacy, and highly respected in this country. I know that because I have many friends in the Philippines, and there's great respect, or I couldn't say it, so congratulations. Thank you. We're going to be talking about trade. We're going to be talking about war and peace. They're a very important nation militarily, and we've had some great drills lately. We're back with them. I think I can say that the last administration was not getting along with them too well. They didn't get along with anybody. They didn't know. Honestly, they didn't know what they were doing. But we have some fantastic military relationships with the Philippines, and that's been reinstituted. And Pete, I would say that you couldn't be happier, right, with the relationship.
Great partners.
So I just want to say it's an honor to have you. We're going to talk about trade today. And we're very close to finishing a trade deal, big trade deal actually. And we do a lot of business with you. It's a lot of income coming in for both groups. But I was surprised to see the kind of numbers. They're very big, and they're going to get bigger under what we're doing and what we're proposing. And I just want to thank you for being with us. It's a great honor. You and your representative. It's really a great honor. We have a big announcement. AstraZeneca, the big drug company, is going to spend $50 billion. Just announced $50 billion in the United States in order to build various places all over the country, big manufacturing plants, pharmaceutical plants all over the country, so that's an honor. And he said they did that because of the election and because of the fact that the tariffs are placed. So they're building their facilities in New York. $50 billion, that's a big investment. And it's going to be a very good investment, I have no doubt about it. So thank you to AstraZeneca. And with that, I'd like to have you say a few words, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Of course, we're all very happy to be here to once again reaffirm the very strong ties between the Philippines and the United States, ties that go back over 100 years. And considering the context in which we live these days, especially in my part of the world, this has evolved into as important a relationship as is possible to have. We must remember that the United States is our only treaty partner in the Philippines, and that has stood us in good stead over the years, certainly through the Second World War, and the cultural memory of all Filipinos, down to even the school children, is that our strongest, closest, most reliable ally has always been the United States. That is something that we value, that we are grateful for, and that we will continue to foster as we go on. With the leadership of President Trump, I am very confident that we will be able to achieve that. I think it is worthwhile to remember that it was President Trump who, in his first term, characterized the relationship between the Philippines and the United States as ironclad. And that has been necessarily the case since that time that you made that statement, sir. And it is something that the Philippines will always hold close to its heart. Thank you once again, and we are honored, and it is our great pleasure to be here and to visit with the President of the United States. Thank you, sir.
It's my great honor.
So yan mga kababayan, kaya ni Sara Duterte ang ganyan. Siguro nagkabulol-bulol na siya kung si Sara Duterte naging presidente natin at nakaharap dyan kay Donald Trump. Siguro nagkaitok-itok na. Shiminit. Siminit like may itok-itok. So grabe, ang galing nung ang galing talaga magsalita ang ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. At ayun nga, 'di ba? Binanatan ni Donald Trump. Etong nakarang administrasyon, hindi raw nila alam ang kanilang ginagawa. Oh. At wala daw nakasundo yung nakarang administrasyon. Kahit nga China na kinampihan nila, hanggang ngayon inaaway pa tayo ng China. Biruin mo, inalayo niya ang Pilipinas sa Amerika. Inilapit niya ang Pilipinas dito sa China. Oh, pero anong ginagawa ng China? Binubuli pa rin tayo ng China. Oh, kaya sabi ni Trump, hindi niya alam ginagawa niya. Lumapit tayo sa Amerika. Nung mga nagdaang panahon pa, binuli ba tayo ng Amerika? Tanong lang mga DDS. Mga didilis pala, mga didilis. Yung mga utak nyo. Dilis na lang, kadilis na lang, kaliit-liit na lang, utak talangka pa. Diba? Kaalyado natin ng Amerika. Habang kaalyado natin ng Amerika, binuli ba tayo ng Amerika? Hindi. Ang ginawa ng nakarang administrasyon, siya po ay inilayo niya ang ating bansa sa Amerika at inilapit dito po sa Beijing, sa China. Pero hanggang ngayon, binubuli po tayo ng China. Oh, ano masasabi niyo mga didilis? Tama ang sinasabi ni Donald Trump. Di ba? Hindi nila alam yung ginagawa nila. Ang gulo-gulo nila. Di ba? Tingnan niyo na yung mga utak ng mga nagsasalita ngayon ng mga anak ng dating Pangulo. Si Torre gusto makipag-ayos. Ayusin na lang natin itong bansa natin. Ang ginawa, minura. Ha? So, ayan mga kababayan. Hindi believe si Trump doon sa nakarang administrasyon. Pero sabi niya dito kay Presidente Bongbong Marcos, highly respectable ng mga Pilipino etong si Presidente Bongbong Marcos. Ang talagang kumakalaban lang naman yung mga mga itok-itok . Di ba? Yung mga walang alam . So yan mga kababayan, yung tariff, pag-usapan natin sa susunod na video. Importante rin ito. Kasi marami pong naliligaw dito sa usapin ng tariff. Sabi nga ni Lacson insulto raw. Bakit daw merong 19% tariff ang Amerika pag magpapasok tayo ng produkto sa Amerika? Pero pag sila magpapasok sa atin ng produkto, bakit zero tariff? Oh, bakit ganon? Pag-usapan po natin yan sa susunod na video. Alright, so abangan nyo po yan mga kababayan. Tutok-tutok lang po dito sa Batang Maynila. Tawid sa iba pang updates. Ingat po tayong lahat. God bless po.